Good morning, good afternoon, depending on where you are. East Coast, good afternoon. California, good morning. And as the title of the live stream says, I'm passionate about Google Analytics. And this is an old school shirt. I think I printed these over 10 years ago at one of our digital marketing strategies conference when folks like Colleen Harris and Ryan Shreve and Brooke Barker and others, Dustin Lester, come on, look at that. Ooh, Google Analytics, the old logo. There was a whole group of us that were trying to educate dealers on analytics. And eventually we got together to form the Automotive Standards Council. I want to just lean in for a minute based on today's economy, the conversations that dealers are having. And it's absolutely clear that we're in some uncharted waters, impact on gas prices, the war, high inventory levels, pricing uncertainty, rebates, and well, I can keep on going. But here's the point. More and more dealers are saying to me, Brian, I just need to do more from the traffic I'm getting to my website. I want to engage that traffic more. I want to get more out of my paid media campaigns. And let's just put aside bot traffic, which is a problem in this industry. Dealers really do need to get more from the traffic that comes to their website. Obviously, people who call them, pick up the phone, do it right. You know, Cassie from Car Wars does a great job of mystery shopping dealers live at our conferences. And it's amazing that, you have 50-50 shot of getting someone who answers the phone properly. Wow. But let's put the phone aside. Of the traffic that comes to the website from marketplace websites like cars.com, from Google vehicle listing ads or VLAs, from your Google business profile, from email marketing, meta campaigns. Now, of course, we have Reddit marketing, and well, I can keep on going. Dealers should be asking themselves a very simple question. Are the people that I surround myself with showing me how to optimize my website to get more from the traffic that's coming to my website? And what dealers want is more conversions, more opportunities through chat or through forums to collect information from consumers. Now, you can say, hey, the future of automotive websites is all about conversations, AI agents, speaking with consumers, not even filling out forms. And you know what? About 10 years ago, Denise Chuddy from Live Person talked about conversational commerce. Then Tim Cox actually did a study with the Weiler Group and shared that when you replace CTA buttons with conversational chat, conversions can go up 100%. And now we're saying, well, the problem with conversational commerce is we couldn't find competent people to respond to someone who's on our website in real time. Our dealerships weren't built for serving people. We were just built for chasing people. What I mean by that is most dealership models and CRM systems were designed to collect the lead and then at some time later go chase that person instead of serving them while they're on the website. So I wanted to just break out the old school. I'm passionate about Google Analytics is because my research over this past year has generated some really important research reports. If you were following my live streams last week, we just republished the CTA optimization research report, which you can get at paschgroup.com. At the end of this week, or maybe Monday of next week, I'm going to release a breakthrough research report that talks about all the tools that are still bolted on dealer websites that they have no idea about, that could be still sending data off their website and used for marketing, but from vendors that you canceled years ago. I mean, when you see the report and you see that there's some dealers that have 15 GTM containers, and listen, 10 different Google Ads accounts on their website, you have to ask yourself, who are all these people? 5 Google Ads accounts. Who are all these people? In many cases, they're old vendors that were canceled, but dealers never took the scripts, the code, the access off their websites. This new research report is eye-opening because I'm going to be showcasing just how many people are building identity graphs, taking retargeting traffic, and taking engagement data off the dealer's website and used for whatever purposes. I have no idea, and dealers don't know either. But it comes down to, even after you clean up your website, what do dealers need to do to increase conversion? And you know what? Every dealership location, whether it's franchise or independent, has the exact same problem. They want more leads from their website, but they don't know if the decisions they're making, meaning the tools they put on the website, the number of buttons they put on each page, the color choices, the design, they have no idea if their decisions are helping or hurting their conversion rates. That's why I'm excited about the Digital Marketing Strategies Conference coming up in April at the beautiful Westin Kierland Resort in Scottsdale. I'm going to be kicking off the conference with a 2-hour workshop, which is going to share all my recent research and unveil for the first time fully a new automation tool called KPI, KPEYE, which takes 8 to 10 different tools that dealers would need to audit their websites and put them all together in one platform so that in one click, dealers get a full synopsis on how to improve the conversion rates of their website. And this will end up being, I believe, a gold standard in automotive. I don't sell websites, and I don't sell CTA tools, and I don't sell trade tools and payment tools or chat. But for years, I've worked to set standards for measurement. And now, thanks to AI and automation platforms, we can take the tedious work of checking every CTA button and every website vendor and all the tools and the matrix of all the tools on every website, and automate insights for dealer groups and individual stores who, in their mind, say, I want to get more leads from my website. Which means we're looking at speed and code bloat. We're looking at CTAs and how they convert. We're looking at merchandising and pricing. We're going to be looking at which vendors are sending events and not sending events. We're taking a look at merchandising and some of the things that you wouldn't even think of. But one of the other things we're going to be talking about is, what are compliance tools doing to conversion data that you can see? There's a lot of estimates. Some dealers are saying when they installed tools like Comply Auto, they saw 50% of their conversions go away, or 30% of their conversions go away. And I understand that in today's world, having a compliance tool is important, but here's a bigger piece. What are you missing as a result of these compliance tools? And for dealer groups who are spending millions or tens of millions or $100 million in advertising a year, you have to ask yourself, how do we fill in the gaps when compliance tools are blocking conversion, blocking certain tools that help build identity graphs and power your CDP? We're going to be covering all of that at the Digital Marketing Strategies Conference. What's funny is there are 18,000 franchise dealers, new car dealerships, plus or minus in the United States. And I would say 3 to 4 people at that dealership would benefit from coming to DMSC. So we're talking 100,000 people. But here's the funny thing. 99,000 of those 100,000 people will make an excuse why they can't leave the dealership and learn. And yet every month they're frustrated, disappointing, and wasting money because they don't have the mental framework, the training, the coaching to hold their vendors accountable. It's the truth. I've been doing this for 21 years. That's why PCG has released a new program that allows any dealership to have a coach on board to support them during their monthly marketing calls. In a sense, having a virtual digital advisor as part of their strategy to bring in efficiency in their marketing. You can go to pcgdigital.com to learn more about that program. But I also believe leadership starts at the top. And if the general manager or dealer principal doesn't understand the media channels that are available and how to measure them at a high level, if they don't have a dashboard that shows them what's working, what's not working, what's in range, what's out of range, they have those dashboards for service and sales and their CRM. They just don't have it for their online presence. This is stuff that's not taught at a 20 group. This is not what's taught at a sales coaching or inspirational meeting. At the Digital Marketing Strategies Conference, I'm taking 2 hours to train the next generation of automotive leaders and marketing professionals. And then the whole conference evolves into taking a look at the new AI tools and how they fit in marketing and sales process. We're going to be talking about communication strategies, but we're also going to be talking about some bigger picture things is how many AI agents can be in your dealership without causing more problems? What about CDPs and the evolution of centralized data, clean data, activating in audiences, and some of the challenges that are surrounding having too many audiences that are too small to activate through normal channels? There's a lot going on in the automotive industry that deserves a few days out of the dealership and clear your mind to learn. So my 2-hour workshop on the first day, Sunday, has limited space. It's for dealership leaders, employees of dealerships. And I want to walk you through the whole process of website conversion optimization. If you sign up for my workshop, you can send in one of your dealership URLs. I'll run the full KPI report. So it will be on your desk in the workshop. We'll go through the whole thing to get the insights on how to improve your website conversion rates. Every single general manager who may be listening, and I hope you'll forward this video, everyone will say, Brian, I'd like to get more leads per month. Okay. But instead of keep on asking and not seeing the results, why don't you as a general manager learn what are the KPIs? What should you be looking at to improve conversion rates? That's the big question. If you've been in this business for a long time and you say, Brian, I keep on asking the same question, I never get a clear answer, come out to DMSC. If you're saying I need a new tech stack to fill the gaps, no matter how much I coach my salespeople or my service professional, there's a lot of gaps, you should come to DMSC. I think you're going to be pretty surprised at some of the tools that are coming out that are listening to every conversation, listening to every or reading every email correspondence, and actually identifying on a daily basis the process drops, the sales drops, opportunities for revenue recovery at the dealership, all automated. Pretty cool. A lot of, man, there's a lot of cool things happening. So I want to encourage everyone, celebrate with me the future. Go to digitalmarketingstrategies.org. In fact, maybe I'll just put a link in the chat here. And Not all platforms will show hyperlinks, but it's digitalmarketingstrategies.org. Please come on out to Scottsdale, third week of April. And man, it's going to be a great time. It's only available for dealers and sponsors, so there's no allied industry tickets available. So if you're a vendor and you say, hey, I should be at this event, there's a few sponsorship spots left open. You can contact Dawn Pasch at dawn.pasch@pcgcompanies.com if you need some of that information. If you're a dealer, part of a dealer group, and you have some questions about the conference, or maybe you want to bring a group of people to the conference, you can just reach out to me, Brian at brianpasch.com. I'd be more than happy to talk to you about the conference. I'm passionate about Google Analytics because it's part of the keys to unlock an improved website conversion strategy. It's a piece. There's about 8 to 9 tools you need to really get to the bottom of why your website is underperforming, if you believe it is, and get the answers. What are the benchmarks and how do you move forward? I'm going to be talking about that in a new way at DMSE this year. So, all right, I'm going to get back to what I'm doing. Hope you have a great day. It's the start of the week. I'm super pumped. We have about, let's see, about 4 weeks until the conference starts. Hope to see you in Arizona. Have a great day. And remember, those who are passionate about what they do have the greatest impact.